Hey, what's up YouTube? Brian Fagioli here, and today I'm taking a look at a really cool new product. It's from a company that you might have heard of. They are called Apple. Yes, this is another Apple unboxing. I believe it was last month or the month before. I think it was last month. I did an unboxing of the brand new 6th generation iPod Touch, which was absolutely amazing. We did review that on betanews.com. And today I have one of Apple's new products, just announced at their event. It is awesome, the iPad Mini 4. Now, this is not my first iPad. My first iPad was the 1st generation iPad, which I then sold. Eventually I got the iPad Air, which I absolutely loved. I loved the iPad Air. I had the 1st generation Air, which unfortunately it only had 1 GB of RAM, and it did not have Touch ID. So I really love Touch ID. I love fingerprint reading. I don't like to have to type in a PIN number. So I ended up selling my iPad Air on Craigslist for $300. Then I took that $300 and I bought the 16 GB gold iPad Mini 4 for $400. So basically, a couple years ago I bought my iPad Air. I sold it this year for a really nice $300, and then I only had to pay $100 out of pocket to get the brand new iPad Mini 4. Now, the benefits of the Mini 4 is, like I said earlier, compared to my 1st gen iPad Air, is that it has Touch ID. It is 64-bit, like I think the iPad Air 1st gen was, but it does have double the RAM. It has 2 gigs of RAM, and it has a better processor. This has an A8 processor, while the 1st gen iPad Air had an A7. So I'm really excited about this. I tend to use my iPad in bed a lot, and I did find that sometimes my wrist would get a little sore. And yes, maybe I'm a weakling, you could say that. My iPad Air was a little bit too heavy for me. So the Mini 4 is lighter, it's smaller, and it's a really cool gold color that I love. I've always had just traditional, silver and gray and black iPads. Just, nothing fun. I really like the gold. That's the color I ordered for my iPhone 6S Plus as well, which will be coming in the mail. So let's go ahead and then do an unboxing. I believe I have a knife here. Let's see. Yes, I do. Okay. So, it's a really cheesy knife. I don't love this knife, but it'll get the job done. So, I don't want to show the back of the iPad, of the box, I should say, only because it has the serial number, and I don't want to put that on the internet. So I've gone ahead and just cut the back of the plastic, so let's pull the plastic off. Oh, this is so exciting. It's amazing how small the box is. I believe this is the actual size of the Mini 4. So I'm like super, super excited. So let's see, we're going to turn it on its side. Let me adjust the camera here a bit. Okay. And we're going to lift the box. Come on, iPad. I want it to come out nice and smooth. There we go. It's coming, it's coming. Alright. Awesome. So I'm going to take the iPad out and just put it to the side just for a moment. I want to look at the other stuff that's in the box. So we have the, let's see, designed by Apple in California. What is in here? Let's see. So we have the classic Apple stickers. Awesome. Some iPad info. User guide, safety and handling. Okay, cool. This is a cool little card here, little cardboard card. Welcome to iPad Mini. To start, turn on your iPad Mini by pressing and holding the sleep wake button for a few seconds. Then follow the on-screen instructions. Okay. Tells you to go to apple.com/iPad to learn more. See the iPad user guide. And you can get support at apple.com/support/iPad for iPad Mini, iCloud, and iTunes support. Okay. Oh, this is a nice little, we tend to forget, a lot of us have had iPads before, but let's say this was your first iPad that you ever bought. Let's say you gave this as a gift to like your mom or a young child that's never had an iPad before. This little card shows you what the buttons are and everything. It's kind of cool. It's appreciated. Never forget, not everyone is as knowledgeable as you, and that's okay. It's okay to not know everything. Also included is, besides the AC adapter, which is here as well. Let's see if we can get that out. So the AC adapter and the lightning cable. Now, this lightning cable, this is my favorite connector. Micro USB is so like, just very like industrial and cheesy. I'm not a huge fan of micro USB. I really like Apple's lightning cable and the AC adapter. Take the plastic off here. Awesome. So the lightning cable would plug in here, the USB port would go here, and the lightning port part of the cable would go to the iPad. Is there anything else? That's it. And that's the great thing about Apple's packaging. I mean, it is very minimalistic, which is good for the environment as well. I like when companies are environmentally conscious, and Apple is one of those companies. I believe during the recent Apple event, they even spoke of how they're using non-carcinogenic materials. They're using environmentally safe materials, so I think that is really awesome. So this is my first time owning an iPad mini. Like I said, I bought the gold one. So let's see. There's a Touch ID here on the Touch ID button on the front, home button. I really like the size. I really do. And I love that traditional iPad size, the larger screen, the 10-inch screen. But this 7.9 inches is really nice, especially for someone like myself who tends to use it in bed, relaxing on the couch, things like that. It's always on my wrist. It's not really resting on something. So let's go ahead and take a look. So, ooh, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. This is like the most beautiful tablet. Okay, so along this side, on the left-hand side, there's no buttons, there's no ports, no nothing. On the bottom, we have the stereo, not stereo, it is a speaker grill, and I believe the other side is microphone, and I don't believe this is stereo speakers. I'll have to check, but I don't think it is. It's more just a symmetrical design, I believe, that has a speaker and a microphone. I could be wrong, though. Maybe that's changed for the Mini 4. Again, I will be reviewing this for betanews.com, and I'm totally new to this product. I didn't do any kind of in-depth analysis of all the different things of it yet. I want to use it as a user, someone brand new to the iPad Mini 4, and get to experience it. It's important to me. On the right side, we have the volume rockers. Volume buttons, I should say. It's not a rocker. Rocker is when the buttons are connected. So these are separate volume buttons, which I think is cool. This does not have a switch on the side for things like mute or for orientation lock, so that is gone now. Everything is done on screen in the settings. On the top, we have a 3.5mm headphone jack, and we also have the power button for sleep, or I should say sleep/wake button. So, okay, cool. There's me. I am wearing a yellow shirt. Let's go ahead and power this on. And I will not go through the entire setup, but I do just want to check out the boot up screen. And what's really exciting about the new iPad Mini 4 is it comes out of the box with iOS 9, but since it has 2 gigs of RAM, it can do side-by-side apps. So you can run 2 apps side-by-side, which is something I could not do with my iPad Air, unfortunately, because I had the previous model, the older model. Hello. Awesome. So I'm not going to go any further in the setup. That will be, for me, my private time with my iPad Mini 4. But I did just want to do a quick unboxing. I have a case coming tomorrow for it. I hate using it naked like that. I don't want it to get scratched up. I don't want it to get scratched or or dented or dinged. So I'd like to put it in a case immediately. And unfortunately, there just are no cases on the market yet. I went to the Apple store in Manhattan yesterday. I was in Manhattan for something, and I stopped in on the one on it's on, I think it was on the corner of 14th Street and Hudson, or is it 9th Avenue over there? And they didn't have any iPad Mini 4 cases. They didn't even have the Apple cases, the silicone cases. So I ended up getting one on Amazon for about $6. It was $5.99 from a company called Moco, which I've bought cases from them before. And I got the most cryptic message today saying that they shipped it out to me. I paid for it, they shipped it, but they said it was more of like an early release case, meaning that it may not fit properly and some features may not work, but they're going to ship me a replacement in the future, and that this new one they sent me is just temporary, which I think is insane, but I digress. So stay tuned to Beta News, betanews.com. We will review the iPad Mini 4. I only just got it today, so once I get some time to actually play with it, I may do a first impressions as well. But I can tell you my absolute first impression is I'm impressed. I love the gold, I love the weight, I love the size. I'm really excited for side-by-side apps. I'm really excited for Touch ID because I'm so sick and tired of putting in pins. And I'm also a LastPass user, so I'm looking forward to unlocking my LastPass vault using my thumb. So very cool. Apple is hitting a lot of home runs lately. I'm really excited about the iPad Mini 4. I'm ecstatic, beyond words, excited for my iPhone 6s Plus 128 gigabyte model, which I pre-ordered at 3 a.m. Saturday night. So really excited. If you have any questions about the iPad Mini 4, leave it in the comments, and I will do my best to answer any questions that you may have. But again, I just got it today, so I need to play with it more. I probably won't even play with it any further until tomorrow when I can get a case on it. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.